There we go.
Hi,
Hello.
how's it going?
It's going pretty good. Had a pretty slow couple of weeks, but that's to be expected in these crazy times.
I love your overalls.
Thank you. I painted the front part myself.
Oh, really?
I don't even know if you can see it very well, but
Oh,
it's bumblebees and flowers, black
oh,
butterflies.
I love it. Do you paint a lot? Do you paint?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do in my spare time these days. Painting, art has
Okay.
kept me sane. Listening to music has kept me sane. So those are kind of what I focus on mostly these days. Knowing anything about what I wanted to do in my future, like I had a general plan, and then I was diagnosed with cancer like my last year of college, which was such a bummer because it was all very abrupt. They was like, you have a tumor in your brain, and then they were like, we're gonna cut it out within 3 days.
That's a lot.
They had to do 2 separate brain surgeries, and they removed so much of it, and they're pretty positive, but it's like a really rare form of cancer. Then I got radiation done. They put these really weird face masks on me, and they did radiation on me, and it was all not that bad. I had to do physical therapy as well because brain surgeries kind of created nerve damage in the left side of my body.
Right.
I did physical therapy, but I'm still hiking and I'm still doing all the normal things, which I'm so thankful for.
My mom had a brain tumor. She was like diagnosed when I was like 4. It was like benign, but she like had seizures like frequently,
Oh,
like as I was growing
I
up.
understand that. Oh my gosh.
Do you have a lot of seizures?
Yeah, I have focal seizures, which is actually
Wow.
more beneficial to me. So it just makes one side of my body go numb. But were hers the shaking type?
She would like lose consciousness. She wouldn't like collapse. It wasn't a grand mal seizure. Her eyes would go really wide and she would start breathing really heavily, and she'd have to stand up and like walk around, and if you were holding on to her, she'd like break your bones because she was like squeezing so
Right.
tight. And then in 2012, I think, she like had like one of her regular scans, and they found that it had grown, and it was now cancer. She never had surgery. Like, it was one of those tumors that's like meshed with your brain tissue, so they couldn't like cut it out. She had like a bit here that was like had lost all of her hair, and then a bit right back here, so it was like a entry and exit wound kind of thing. Did you have
I
that?
have that too. I lost it all like right on the top of my head because I have hair now, but I lost it all in this area. So it looked like I was one of those monks, like from old
Yeah.
times.
Well, you look great right now.
My hair started growing back when I was doing chemo, which doesn't usually happen. Then I went on a different medication and my hair might turn white, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have to dye it. It's just gonna go white.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah, I'm trying to find like the positive stuff in it, and that's one of them to me. As long as it's not like I guess a white that you can completely see through to my scalp. Like I hope it's a solid white or like a nice silver fox sort of situation.
I'm
I love
so
your hair.
Thank you. I did it myself, and then I also like went at it with some kitchen scissors recently because it was just there was too much of it. I don't know. There's like some long bits that aren't supposed to be like.
The quarantine haircut look is super in
Yeah.
right now.
I guess like the part of my head that I don't like the most is when it gets long, like right here.
Oh,
But I
does
like
it
everything
out?
else. Yeah, it gets out like that. But I like everything else, so just get rid of this part and leave the rest.
I had curly hair when I had hair. If I cut it in a certain way, it would become a rectangle, and that was not really a good look.
I know what you mean. I had like the triangle.
Yeah, rectangle. I meant triangle.
Oh yeah,
Rectangle would be pretty cool too.
that would be wild. Like out like this.
Yeah.
Whoa. I bet some people can do that.
I can't express to you how much your music has meant to me in the past couple of months. It was because I was listening to Peach Pit Radio, which they have a cool kind of vibe too. The first song I heard of yours was Boys Will Be Bugs, which I thought was just the funniest like line I've ever heard. And how did that come out of your brain? That's so amazing.
Thank you. That's very kind. I don't know. It just happened.
Like I really identify with the vulnerability in your music and the ability to see myself in your music as well and your lyrics. That's just one thing I wanted to say. I am pretty nervous, but
That's okay. I'm nervous too. I
yeah.
want to. That's really kind of you. Thank you. I basically write to kind of understand myself and like unpick my own brain. And then the
Yeah.
fact that it's like a circle of like therapy between me and people listening, in that like,
Yeah.
and like I understand myself better because I can like make it into a physical thing, and
Yeah.
then someone else hears it and they can hear themselves in it and they can understand themselves better, and then sometimes they'll like leave a comment or something that kind of analyzes how they perceived it, and then I'm like, that makes loads of sense. I didn't even think of it like that. That like makes sense now, and now I think of it in a different way, and so it just goes round. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate you saying that. There it is.
Oh my gosh. He's so like, he kind of reminds me of me with my limbs and like super long. How
He's a
cute.
long boy.
Is
He's
he a
so small. He's a Devon Rex, so he's like
oh.
he's got like
Oh,
little
he's
curves.
got fur. The cutest cat.
I had my friend who's an artist. I commissioned them to design me like one of those like fairy rings of mushrooms that you find in the forest. I
Yay.
don't know. I'll show it to you. You can help me decide where I want to put it.
Oh my gosh. That's gonna be so, that's hot, as Paris Hilton would say.
That's hot. Like
Nice.
ankle is like the worst place to go, I think, isn't it?
Right
Ooh.
here is where it hurt really badly.
Oh no. I actually did like a big spidey web on my knee.
You did that yourself?
Yeah.
My friend did stick and pokes on herself, like really good ones. Just like, that's really amazing. This made my entire, like, I don't know to even quantify it. I'm not gonna try to quantify it. This is amazing, amazing experience.
You've made me feel so comfortable, and I had a really nice conversation.
I love your music, and I will always be a fan, forever.
I love that. Thank you so much.